So the current trend, I think for a year now, is getting old Digicams. So I actually have, or still had, this one. Right, so with the current state of analog film, I'm talking about the price of analog film and the availability, especially with color film. It's not really that fun anymore to shoot analog film. I mean, I have quite a few of those cameras. This is a nice one, Back Mini from Konica. Quite expensive actually, those cameras, but also film. Currently I have APX 400 in there. This is a black and white film, because color film is actually quite hard to get and also quite expensive and not as fun anymore, I think. So the current trend, I think for a year now, is getting old Digicams from the early 2000s, 2004, 2005. Those 3 to 8, 9 megapixel cameras. But the essential part is to get a CCD camera. So those CCD sensors have a certain feel to it that almost looks like analog. It's not as sharp. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. So I actually have, or still had, this one on my shelf in a cupboard somewhere. So yeah, I reactivated this old Sony H50 from 2008, I think. It has 9 megapixels, 9.1. It has a nice car size zoom, which is interesting, but it also has really nice flip up out screen. EVF is decent as well. I mean, it's not really a small camera by any means, but it is actually quite interesting. It has a CCD sensor. I had to get batteries, third-party batteries, and a charger, and it uses that Memory Stick Pro Duo, but actually I've got a adapter that uses micro SD. In this case I have 32 gigabyte of memory in there, and it's like 9,000 photos or 8,000. Yeah, it even has a built-in flash, which is interesting. Yeah, it's a fun little camera. So I tested it the last few days here in Berlin, and I'm surprised. Yes, it doesn't have the resolution of the modern cameras nowadays, but it has really an analog feel. When you work on the photos a bit and Capture One or Lightroom, you can push them to feel really analog, film-like, so to speak. But I'm really surprised how analog those pictures look from this camera. It's not easy to use. The dial here is a bit tricky to use. You accidentally hit the flash button all the time. It has really nice autofocus options for the time, even face tracking, something like that, or face detection, smile detection. Now the key thing is, I think, to reduce contrast, color and sharpness and reduce noise reduction, to get a little bit more softer but also not over softened image. I think the Sony doesn't have the best color film reproduction. I think the Fuji cameras did a better job even back then. If you shoot in the normal profile or even the black and white, it's nice. It also has nice fancy Nightshot Mode. But overall, again, I'm really surprised about the pictures I got with this camera. So yeah, sadly it's a bit bulky, so it's not something you have in your pocket all the time. So the Ricoh camera I ordered or got on eBay and is shipping will be better for that, I guess. I will test it out in March. And yeah, this was just a quick one. I wanted to test it out to see what this Digicam CCD sensor hype is all about. And it kind of is real. So yeah, it's quite a bit of fun to shooting with those. Anyways, that's it. If you have any questions about this camera or any recommendations, what Digicam I should check out as well, or what your experience with those are, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one, and back to work. Or I think at this hour I'm getting a bit tired. Back to bed. Good night, good luck. See you in the next one. Cheers.